and then a little bit about, just kind of next steps. So my name is Callie Gerber. I'm an independent consultant and regional vice president with Arbonne. I've been with Arbonne for 6 years, and I started my business 6 years ago when I lived in Denver. I was working full-time in community mental health, and I don't know if anyone could relate to this, but I'd been doing that job for about 5 years, and I thought it was going to be my dream job. I thought it was going to be the way I was going to save the world. And at the end of the day, I was just really tired and really burnt out. I thought, I can't do this for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more years. And so I was looking at all kinds of different options. I actually had started a private practice, but that was also really exhausting. So when Arbonne fell in my lap, I was looking for a change, but definitely not with network marketing. That was not on my radar at all. But something about me is I've always struggled with hormonal acne, and I've been diagnosed with PCOS, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome, so lots of hormone imbalances. So I tried every skincare, every diet, everything out there to try to manage my skin and my weight. And so I was looking for something that would simplify that process in a way that was natural. I had tried everything from Whole Foods to, Vitamin Cottage to the natural thing at Target, and I just felt like it all ended up under my sink. And so why not try something that would actually work? So I fell in love with the product and then reluctantly looked at the business. And the question that really got me, and I just invite you, if you're listening to this, to have an open heart and an open mind, because this is the question that really got me. If you keep doing what you're doing, what will your life look like in a year or 5 years? And are you okay with that? And what would an extra $1,000 do for you? For most Americans, I think this is a Dave Ramsey statistic, but for most Americans, if you just had an extra $300 to $500 a month, that could really change the way that you live your life. And so that was huge for me, because not only was that going to impact my life, but that could also impact the lives of a lot of people that I knew. And I was hesitant about network marketing a little more. It really just started to seem really smart to me. I'm going to talk a little more about this in a few minutes, but the idea that we get to leverage our time and earn a residual income, I knew there was no other way I was going to be able to do that. If I didn't see a client in my private practice, I didn't earn an income. So there's no way to leverage my time in that way. Excuse me. And I've never, written a song or a book or, started a movie. And so there was no way I was going to get, residuals or royalties. And so my gears started turning in terms of a business. And I thought, so you're telling me I can travel, I can be with my friends and family, I can do the things I love to do and still earn income. Like, okay, show me how. And I'm willing to learn. So that's how I jumped in. And I think, Mandy, did you want to share a little bit just about how you jumped in?
Yeah, so my jumping in is because of Megan. Let's just say Megan's on this call, and she just kept posting on Facebook. And I love nutrition. Like, I've always been into protein shakes and stuff, but I've just been paying way too much money for protein shakes. So I was looking for better for your body. I'm all about the vegan, non-animal testing. And Megan just kept posting, and I was like, okay, I'll try it out. And I fell in love. So I didn't really join for a business. I joined for the nutrition, and I couldn't beat the $49 to start a business. Like, how crazy is that? There's no other company out there that does that. I have done a lot of other things. So it was just amazing to me that I am able to build a side business on top of my already career and actually make a living out of it.
I love it. Yes. And then Megan and Mary, you want to just share really quick, literally in 1 minute, what you do, how you jumped in, and what you're working towards in this business? Oh, Mary, you got to unmute.
There. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yes, I jumped in a few years ago because I was looking for an extra way to be able to pay for things and expenses that were coming up, such as college for 3 kids and weddings, and I wanted to travel more and I wanted to give more. Fell in love with the skincare again, just like really liking the vegan aspect of it, but it was really the business and being able to live the dreams with deep down inside, not really knowing how I was going to be able to. My background is in education. I work in a pre-K program, and anybody who knows anything about education, you don't make a lot of money working in education. So this was an awesome vehicle for me to be able to weave into the nooks and crannies of my day, already working and having a family, but to be able to build that, to be able to live the dream I wanted. So I'm just really excited to, even of my own family, to be able to do things like in foster care programs. And I have a really big path now to start a home where unwed mothers, these unwanted pregnancies retreat and just support and show them what options they have and just love on them. So that's kind of what I'm really working for right now is getting a way to be able to do that.
I love it. Okay, Meg, you want to share?
Yes. Okay. Hey, I'm trying to video for us too, so I don't know.
It's great.
But yes, I'm a special ed teacher, and I met Mary at work at our school, and I became in love with Arbonne because of also, like Mandy was saying, the nutrition line and the Arbonne 30 and the policies, the vegan base. Like, it was just a no-brainer. And I thought, you know what, like, I want all this product, so I'm going to go ahead and jump all in and have a business and get the most percent off. So I was like, Mary, okay, what do I do to do that? And she's like, okay, and so we sign up, and I did it for about a year. So I just signed up 2 years ago as a consultant, and I did it for about a year. But at the time, I was just really overwhelmed with grad school and, life. And so I don't want to say that I gave up, but I definitely put it on a pause. I definitely got a little bit of income rolling in, even in like 2 months, and it was amazing. And it was fun. It was great. But I put a pause on it. And so this summer, probably the end of May, I, still have my business. I still order the products for myself because I love them so much, the RE9 and the nutrition. But I was like, Mary, Callie, I'm back. Like, what do I have to lose? Like, it's so much fun. The team is amazing. Our encouragement, the bond that we get to make with each other is already like just priceless. It's way more than $49. And it's just the best thing ever. So, and then as I'm digging deeper in myself and my belief in this business, over these last couple months, I see the bigger picture of it's not just about my goals and dreams of maybe adopting one day and going on a bunch of mission trips and not worrying about how much they are, and maybe buying my dad a Mustang, because right now my dad will not stop talking about a Mustang. So I'm like, oh my gosh, how amazing would that be if I could like buy one for him? It's just like those things like that mean so much to me, but it's even bigger than that. Maybe opening up my own behavior clinic one day. Mandy and I both are in the same line of work. We are behavior therapists. And so that's a great opportunity for us to like own our own clinic one day. And so like the dreams are just huge, and Arbonne can be our vehicle to make it happen. So it gives me chills, but
I love it.
Yes.
I love it. Yeah, thank you guys so much for sharing. I think one of the things that I love most about this business is just allows people to dream again. A lot of us feel like we have to, do the kind of routine thing where we just sort of like put our blinders on and just check in, and then check out at the end of the night. And Arbonne just allows us to kind of open up our eyes again and dust off some dreams that we had. And that's the thing, is that most of us don't wake up thinking about, what eye cream am I going to use? Most of us wake up thinking like, how can I make a difference in this world? Or how can I pay off debt? Or how can I, give to the people around me that I love so much, or invest in an organization that I love, or, whatever. Like, those are the things that are on our hearts that we think, like, I have no idea how to do this. And so Arbonne and the community of Arbonne can really be the vehicle for that, because that is what our goal is, to be the number one network marketing company that gives back. And so there's an amazing community of people, from top to bottom. Even our home office is just an amazing, loving, giving group of people. And that kind of leads me to my next point is, Arbonne's been around since the 80s. So we've been doing this whole clean, natural, vegan, plant-based thing since the 80s, when people were slathering like baby oil all over their bodies. A lot of you guys weren't even born yet, but people were doing really stupid things like laying in the sun, baking in baby oil. So, before people even cared about any of this natural stuff that we care about now, Arbonne has been doing this. And now we have some of the top scientists in the Ayurvedic space, which Ayurvedic is the best of science and nature. We have some of the best top innovative scientists working at Arbonne now. And so we've taken our heritage, born in Switzerland, moved to the US. Our founder, one of my favorite things is our founder believed that if you make a woman a millionaire, you'll change the world. And I really believe that's true. And so we have this amazing rock solid heritage. And now, you guys, we've grown 10% as a company over last year. Most 30-year-old companies would give their right arms to grow 10% year over year. We're growing like crazy. Social media just allowed us the space to skyrocket. And so it's amazing because we're just getting started, and we're worldwide too. So it's not just US, it's the UK, it's Canada, it's Australia, New Zealand, Poland. Did I miss anybody? I think that's it right now. But so it's not even just who you know here, it's who do you know globally. And that's what's so cool, because I can be sleeping and have consultants in Australia and still be earning an income while I'm sleeping. Like, that's just crazy, right? Like, to have the ability to do that as like a stay-at-home mom. Like, so anyways, it gets me really excited. And our products are incredible. So we have over 450 products. And I'm going to just read this so I don't miss anything. We're obviously plant-based, no mineral oil, like I talked about a minute ago. pH correct, which is huge for your body and your skin to have the correct pH. So everything works with your pH to correct it instead of just being one level. Hypoallergenic, no artificial sugars, everything's gluten-free. So for people who have those kinds of sensitivities, there's no animal byproducts. So we have no, dairy or soy or anything like that. So if you have allergies, you can use our products. No parabens, no phthalates, no tallows, no animal testing, which is really important. Even in our whole supply chain, there's no animal testing. And then no artificial dyes or fragrances, which is what causes most people to be sensitive to stuff. And we don't have any of that in any of our 450 products. So we have everything from, and I just pulled out a couple just to show you, the most amazing skincare line. This is our R9 Anti-Aging Night Cream. That's one of my favorites on the planet. To our Energy Fizz Sticks. These are B6, B12 supplement. We have an incredible nutrition line. And actually right now we have a special on our whole skincare line. And we have 40% off on our nutrition line. We have a healthy living group starting in August. So we always have something exciting going on for our clients to really help them get in great inside and outside health. We also have a great men's line. We have a great makeup line. So if you're like, I don't use nutrition, I don't use skincare, most people use some kind of mascara or something like that. So we have all natural cosmetics, which is amazing. And they're also top of the line quality. So you're not just using something that's like, why am I doing this? It's like incredible quality. So, and we also have baby line. And a lot of times people aren't willing to spend money on themselves, but they're willing to spend money on their kids. So literally we have something for everybody, which is why another reason I love this company so much is I can meet anybody where they're at from cradle to grave and offer something to everyone in between. So that's a little bit about that. So just back to the business a little bit. So network marketing obviously can hold a lot of people up, but I just want to tell you guys that network marketing is just a smarter way to get products from the manufacturer to the consumer. All we're doing is taking out the middleman of advertisers and people who warehouse and storefronts, which if you guys have seen anything in the news lately, there's so many storefronts that are closing. We're going away from that traditional model of going to a store to get what you need, and almost everything is online, right? Like, how many people saw posts about Prime Day last week, right? Like, everybody's just like exploding about buying stuff online. So why not have a piece of that pie? Like, if you are willing to say, okay, some people might think I'm crazy, but I'm going to be an early adopter of this. I promise in 10 years, you're going to look back and be like, thank goodness I did this, because no one shops at anything in person anymore. Everyone buys stuff online. And we get to have the opportunity to help people get connected, and then they can order from an app anytime, day or night, and get shipped straight to their door, which is so great. And we have some awesome opportunities to get discounts and free shipping and just things that really reward you for being a loyal customer. So Arbonne loves taking care of their people. We only have a 1% return rate, you guys. I saw a picture the other day of our warehouse, and it showed the returns department, and it was literally like an empty table. So we really try to make it right and do the best we can to keep people happy. We have a 45-day full money back guarantee. So even if you use this whole jar of night cream and you're like, oh, it sucks, you can send it back. We stand behind our product that much. Okay, so the last thing I want to go over is the compensation plan. So that was my big question, was like, okay, this all sounds good, but how can you really make money schlepping night cream? I mean, really, like, how can you do this? And so what happens is, not only are we offering people a product that's more pure, it's better than anything they're going to get, in the marketplace, but we're offering it as a discount in a way they can get it direct to the consumer. Okay, so we're creating a really awesome product experience, but how people really earn an income is by creating a team, which you're seeing that right here on the screen. We've created a team, and as we leverage our time and help each other, and a lot of people traditionally will call that a pyramid scheme, but if you have to put a shape to it, it's more like a brick, because we all come in at the same level and everyone has the same opportunity to get to the top. If I sit back and I'm like, Mandy, she is a rock star, I'm just going to coach her and let her go to the top. Well, then I'm going to lose out on everything that I've worked on because she could pass me. Like, it's really fair. So I just want to kind of dispel the myth of that pyramid scheme thing, because honestly, most traditional corporate America is a pyramid scheme, right? There's one or two people at the top and all these people working underneath. And the only way you're going to get to the top is if someone like dies, at every level above you. And so it's really like, let's put that aside and let's think about the benefits instead of like the myths, right? And so what we're going to do is everyone's going to come in at the same level as a consultant. And within, 2, 3, 4 months, most people are promoting to the level of district manager. And district manager is awesome because that's where most people can breathe. They get a little extra money. It's anywhere between $250 to $1,000 a month. And that's that extra. For me, it was like running shoe money, plane ticket money, like all the stuff that I had to tell people, like, oh, I can't do that this month. That was the stuff I got to do at that level. And honestly, it makes a huge difference when you don't feel strapped all the time. The second level, and we only have 4 levels, which is amazing, because so many other companies, it's like 20 different levels of all different names you couldn't even memorize if you tried. So we only have 4 levels of management. And the second level is area manager. That took me about 5 months. It takes people anywhere, from a couple months to a year, somewhere in between there. And there's not really one right or wrong way, but they're just averages. And that's where you're making somewhere between $1,000 and $4,000 a month. And that can be super life-changing, you guys. At this level, a business is also willable. For me, within that 4 to 5 month range, that's when I could step back from my full-time job, which is was crazy to me, but it was worth it to me to be able to work, 15 hours a week, making the same amount as I was working, 40 to 50 hours a week. So that allowed me a ton of time freedom, that ability to not go into work on a snow day, or, be in your bathrobe till 10 in the morning. just the little things in life that you were like, well, I guess I'll do that when I'm like 65. You know, you're able to do that. I mean, I did that at 32, you know, so it's just like such a huge gift. The third level, which is where I'm at now as regional vice president, it's on average 1 to 3 years. I'm super average. It took me 3 years to get here. Making anywhere between $4,000 to $8,000 a month. This is where Arbonne gives you a stipend for a white Mercedes, and I thought that was a little pretentious. So I said, hey, can you get a free like Subaru or something? So I lived in Colorado, right? Like state car of Colorado. And they're like, have you ever driven like a new Mercedes? I'm like, no. So I did. It's nice. It's a nice perk. But honestly, what it represents is a team working together, working hard. You know, it's not just like, oh, here's a car. If it was easy, they would give you a white bicycle. So, you know, it's like definitely represents some hard work, but it's also a nice perk. And then the top level is national vice president. You know, average time to this is 3+ years. There's kind of like all over the board. Some people do it really fast. Some people it takes a while. But the average income is $22,000 a month, you guys. Like, and we have dear friends that are doing this. It's not like one lady, you know, out we've never seen before is doing this. It's like there's around 15 to 20 people a month promoting to this level. And it's just amazing to see the impact people can have. People are building orphanages. Our upline bought school supplies for an entire school this last year. Like, you know, different things like that you just would never get to do in real life. You know, saving for your kids' college or paying off your house in a couple months, like just stuff you'd never get to do. And so it's just an amazing opportunity. You also get a free trip to Maui every year, which you can't beat that. And I just want to ask you, like, you know, you're going to spend the next 3 to 5 years of your life doing something. Why not build a willable asset for your life that you can do alongside? Most people work 5 to 15 hours a week in the nooks and crannies of your day. You know, that's what's so great about this business is it can really meet you where you're at. So I'm just going to wrap this up. Thank you guys so much for being on here. I want you, if you're on here live, I think we still have Ariel on here, or if you're watching the recording, I just want you to get back with whoever invited you and let them know if you're a 1, 2, or 3. A 1 would say, I need to try some of that product. It sounds really awesome. 2 would be, sounds too good to be true. I need more info. I need to kind of ask you a million questions. And 3 would be, it sounds like I don't really have anything to lose. If it's only $49 to jump in, which I could spend with my eyes closed at Target. So let's get going and see where this goes. So let someone know who invited you. And thank you guys so much for being on here tonight. It's always an honor to get to share. Appreciate it. See you soon.
Yes, thank you, Callie. Bye, Ariel.
Bye.
Bye.